Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to cover one of the most undervalued launchpad projects that I've been having my eye on, and with the recent market downtrend that is continuing for months right now, I believe that this is a very good opportunity to get into this project. Obviously, please do your own research before investing in this project, but I think this is one of the best opportunities to get into this project, right? Again, as always, guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research on any of the projects that we cover on our channel. And for this project, I recommend you guys to go to the website daomaker.com in order to learn more about this project, right? So, what is DAO Maker? So, let's go to their website again. And if you see, it's a venture capital recreated for the masses. It's a project that allows for retail investors to invest at the same kind of comfort or same level as the corporates as well as the institutions in order to benefit, just like how the venture capitals would benefit, right? So DAO Maker, to be short, is just another DAO launchpad project. It's a project that has been extremely successful with some very popular launches that literally made more than 100x in some cases, but at least an easy 20 to 50x to the investors instantly. And for a project that has such a huge project listings, I think this project is definitely undervalued for where it is right now, right? So DAO Maker creates growth technologies and funding frameworks for startups while simultaneously reducing risks for investors. Again, it's a platform that not only offers a launchpad, but it's mainly popularly known for its launchpad, but it's a platform that offers several technologies and funding frameworks for startups, right? So it's not just a typical launchpad. It's a platform that gives growth opportunities for new startups while simultaneously reducing risks for investors. Again, they basically support new projects and startup projects while at the same time ensuring that investors' money is not at risk, right? So that's basically what DAO Maker aims to do. So when you click the stake option, you can stake the DAO token, which is the native token. It's a governance token that helps you vote on the future of the project, but you can also kind of like provide liquidity with USDC stablecoin and DAO pair in Uniswap version 3, and then earn more yields in the form of other tokens, or even earn a high yield in DAO tokens itself, right? So again, that's something that we'll touch upon in a few seconds. But overall, it's just like this graphic shows here. You stake DAO tokens, and then it's just like clicking a button, you just invest in it, right? So very easy to use platform. And there's several articles that tell you how to participate in DAO Maker, so you definitely need to check those ones out. But if you see, they have 16.2 billion in market capitalization of companies using their governance tech. So again, people who want to use their DAO Maker for their startup project, they can definitely benefit from this because they have very good track record in raising some serious capital, right? So $6.8 billion in market capitalization of companies that raised on DAO Maker. So again, these are some of the projects that directly use the launchpad, but there are projects that have used other tools provided by DAO Maker, and overall in total it's 16.2 billion, but the platforms that used DAO Maker made a collective 6.8 billion, which is still a significant amount, right? Raised for market leaders is about 43 million. So again, they've raised 43 million in for market leaders. So again, a very interesting statistics indeed. So right off the bat, you can clearly see when you scroll down, they don't really present a lot of fancy mumbo jumbo. They talk about what are their live and upcoming sales that's going on in DAO Maker right now. So if you see, they have this project called Vent Finance, and if you stake, the more DAO you take, the more DAO you stake, the more DAO power that you will earn. So DAO power is basically the power that you get, or the right that you get whenever you stake DAO tokens or DAO USDC LP tokens, right? So when you stake DAO USDC LP tokens, since the risk of providing liquidity through impermanent loss is very high, they offer you 3x the DAO power when you stake the LP tokens after staking your DAO USDC pair in Uniswap, right? And that DAO power that you have is going to determine whether you will be eligible to be invited for a strong holder offering, or the SHO offering, right? A show. So when they say SHO total raise, it's basically the format that they use to have the highest number of DAO power holders to invite them in order for them to receive a small share of an allocation for a particular token. So if you see here, for the Vent Finance platform, there is a maximum allocation of $250 USDC per person, and there's 672 winners for that. So people who won that, congratulations to you guys, because there are several projects from DAO Maker's Launchpad that have done significantly well, right? So Vent Finance is a project that they are recently having a registration open for, and the registration will end in 1 day, 13 hours and 10 minutes. So if you want to participate and if you have some DAO tokens that you want to stake, you can stake it here by clicking on the stake button on the top, or you can basically provide liquidity and participate in that aspect as well, right? So if you see, they have a seed round as well. If you see in the top left corner, you can see seed, and some of them say seed, some of them say SHO. SHO is basically when you get, whenever you stake your DAO tokens, you get DAO power, and based on how much DAO power you have, you are, it's like a lottery system. You may get an invitation to invest in this project with a maximum limit of being like $1,000, or sometimes even more than that if you're lucky. In that case, you have to have USDC coins in your wallet that you have to deposit in the platform as well. So you need to make sure that you deposit your USDC in order to be eligible for the invitation in the first place, because unlike other platforms, DAO Maker has made it much more streamlined and much more hands-off for the users, which makes the user experience very smooth compared to platforms such as PokerStarter or ExceedMe, or even some other Binance Smart Chain launchpads as well, right? So again, in order to make the process more efficient and more convenient for the users, they have allowed for people to deposit their USDC coins on their platform even before you are invited. So once you have deposited your USDC coins, as well as after staking the required amount of DAO tokens that you want to stake, all you have to do is just wait patiently, and they will basically see if you are eligible on the day they basically launch the project, or launch the sale. And then if you are one of the lucky few winners, your USDC coins will automatically be detected because it's already deposited in the platform. So they automatically detect it, and for SHO platforms or projects, you will get the tokens right away, right? But for seed, you have to basically undergo a vesting schedule, and only a small portion of the tokens will be unlocked for you immediately, right? And the rest of the unlocking schedule may vary. Some platforms have an unlocking schedule of 3 to 6 months. Some of them may have longer. So you have to look into the research section of each and every project in order to understand whether that project is something that you need to invest your money in, or whether you like the project first of all, whether you think the project has a potential future, whether the project has a lot of good developments and team. Again, most of the DAO makers platform, the projects that are launched in the platform are basically highly vetted and good quality projects, right? So if you want to do like a peripheral research on some of these projects, you can do that, but I highly recommend you guys to search for the project yourself and understand more about the project and its team and what it's doing, and see if you have a long-term implication for this, if you have a long-term like interest in this project, and then participate in the SHO or seed round, right? Otherwise, you might as well just put your money on some other project and kind of like earn interest on it, or try to look for other launchpad projects on DAO Maker or other platforms, right? So again, if you see, they have several different projects that are literally like going live soon. So many of them don't. There are some of them who don't really have like an actual value. That's because it's not really like announced yet. So once they announce it, you will definitely know it, right? So if you see, they have numerous projects, and some of the completed sales are also mentioned here, and they also have a good way of representing how high the project token went before it crashed back down. So it made a 5x since it participated in the launchpad, and that's pretty good. If you invested $1,000 and if you made 5x, you literally said $5,000, right? If you see, Formation Finance made 15x. If you have if you have $1,000 invested in Formation Finance through DAO Maker, you would have easy 15x from this project at the time of its peak. OpenOcean, the all-time high is not really available right now. Delta.Theta is 6x. Lossless Protocol is 9.9x. Turnnow is 28x. Again, that's a significant one. And if you see LaunchX, this is 133x. Again, this project made 133 times its the value that people invested in. So again, if you invest $1,000, you would have been sitting on 133x gain at its all-time highs, right? Obviously, many of these tokens get dumped pretty relentlessly after its launchpad launch, but some of them continue to stay on and kind of like be an important mark in the crypto space, leave an important mark, and even gets listed on centralized exchanges such as Binance and Coinbase, right? But a lot of them will at least make you like a 5x minimum, right? If you see Fear, this project made a 20x, and if you want to load more and learn more about the past sales for you to even consider this option in the first place, then you can click load more, right? So overall, that's pretty much it. If you want to stake, you can click the stake option, which will kind of check it out right now. So if you go to the top and if you click stake, you can basically they're basically migrating their vault in order to kind of like make it much more easier and much more convenient for the users while they're undergoing this transition. So again, these DAO vaults basically allow you to lock your DAO tokens or your DAO USDC Uniswap version 2 pools, not Uniswap version 3, is Uniswap version 2 pools in order to earn rewards from reward pools, right? So again, you can earn rewards by either staking DAO tokens or by staking the LP tokens from DAO USDC, get ecosystem incentives, qualify for sales allowance allocations, and participate in governance. Again, you can basically do all of this is in one single platform, which is not just a launchpad but also much more, right? So if you see ecosystem farms is something that you can look into, but if you see DAO staking, you just need to connect your wallet. MetaMask wallet should be fine. You should also kind of like have a a staking. You should basically have a percentage of how much of DAO you want to stake, how much DAO USDC pool tokens that you want to stake, because you may need them for other yield farming aspects as well. So just bear caution of that. But if you see, there are staking rewards. So if you click research and stake, you will see that this platform they give you more information about the DAO project itself. But if you see stake DAO, you can clearly see that since I haven't connected my wallet, I don't think I can see the APYs. But it seems like the APYs are kind of like lucrative and in a way above 10% sometimes, but it's quite volatile, especially for the DAO staking pool, because most people who like to earn more passive income from not only Uniswap but also from DAO Maker as well, they try to take both approaches where they kind of try to kind of have a very different approach to it. But overall, if you see, the DAO Maker token is used for staking as well as for providing liquidity and making more money from your liquidity pool tokens, because whenever people buy or sell DAO tokens, you will get a small profit, right, depending on the size of your pool. So again, this is the staking location for the DAO walls, and you can also see that some of the projects that are live or that are providing a good yield at the time of making this video is Evolution Finance, Conversion Finance, Yield Protocol, and so on and so forth, like even Open Ocean as well, right? So all of these projects, if you stake your DAO or tokens or your DAO USDC LP tokens, you will be able to earn any of these other tokens, right, as well. So that's very cool and very interesting, right? So you can look at all the information that you want about DAO Maker. Currently it's just like a launchpad project, but I think they're planning to expand it further, and that's going to be really good, right? So going back to the coin market cap page for DAO Maker, DAO Maker is currently ranked 380th by market cap on CoinGecko, and it's currently trading at $1.32 again at the time of making this video. And also, if you see, the token has a recent dip of about 9.77% in the past 24 hours, and the market cap is only $48 million. Again, $48.4 million, right? So you can clearly see that the market cap had increased significantly. We'll see the price chart as well pretty shortly, but you can clearly see that the market cap has been shrinking, obviously because of the current downward trend in the market, and a market cap of below $50 million for DAO Maker is incredibly good buy opportunity, right? Again, not financial advice, I'm just telling my opinion. This is something that you need to definitely watch out for, because it could make, it's basically made revolutionary advances when it comes to like, making the launchpad much more efficient and easy to use for retail users, right? But if you see the max supply is 312 million tokens, amongst which only 12% is in circulation, which means there's going to be a lot of price slumping and price dumping as people farm this token and then they dump on it, and that's going to move the price lower, right? At least for the short term. But if you see the charts itself, you can clearly see that the token has been in relatively all-time low territory right now, and it's a good buy opportunity, right? If you see, the initial token price since February 9th of 2021 was $2.28, and it kind of shot up to a price point of over $6, and then it crashed back down and then went back up and made its kind of all-time highs in March 22nd or in around that week, where she was able to kind of like the price was able to kind of like peak out, and then it kind of like was moving sideways for a bit, and then the price started going up down until falling below the $7 mark, and reaching a pretty low valuation of about I think close to $2.50 price range. And since then it's been going in a downward trend, and now it's pretty much at its lowest of the lows, right? So again, this is a really good buy opportunity, because if you see the charts, this token has been at $8 at one point, but since then it's been kind of declining, which means when it starts pumping again, it can at least touch its all-time highs, which means you can make a minimum of 8x or 7x, right? But if you hold this token for long term, I believe that this token can make you at least 20 to 50x in ratio when it comes to like gains, right? So if you see the Bitcoin comparative on the other hand, the Bitcoin comparative is also kind of similar to the dollar comparative, wherein You can pretty much buy this token at a discount with some free spare bitcoins that you have. But if you see, the initial token price was 6,600 satoshis per token. It made an all-time highs of about I think it was 6,600, and then it reached like 10,000 or 11,000 during its all-time highs in February this year, and then it was moving sideways before making an actual all-time highs of about 14,250 satoshis per token. It was moving sideways for a bit, and then after that it started slowing down, and since then it's been kind of like in a downward trend, right? So again, for dollar comparative and Bitcoin comparative, I think this token has a really good buy opportunity, right? When you take the markets itself, this token is again not available on any major centralized exchanges. It's only available on like tier 2 and tier 3 exchanges. But the obvious place to get this token from is from Uniswap version 2. You can also get it from Gay.io if you want a centralized option. You can get it from KuCoin. You can get it from OKEX, 1inch, and so on and so forth, right? So again, a pretty huge variety of decentralized exchanges are offering DAO makers DAO token, which is also governance token. And if you want to check at some centralized exchanges, you have limited options, but I would probably stick to like centralized exchanges for now because of the gas fees. But once the gas fees goes down, you can probably get it from some other exchanges, right? But this token can also be listed on more and more popular exchanges, which means you're going to definitely have to keep an eye out for it, right? So again, what's my final verdict on this token, guys? I think this token is incredibly undervalued at this current price point, both in Bitcoin and dollar comparative. This token basically unlocks a huge potential for retail investors who want to invest just like their institutional counterparts, and also the fact that this token has made an $8 all-time highs seems to suggest that this price is extremely undervalued. And although I do believe that this token can go a little bit lower, this would be the best opportunity to dollar cost average into this token, right? Again, not financial advice. Do your own research before you invest your money in this project, right? I believe that this token has a short-term potential of at least $10 by the end of this bull run, and maybe somewhere between like $15 to $20 in the mid to short-term range. But in the long-term range, I think this token can easily cross $50 per token, right? Because of all the demand that is going to get from the retail FOMO when we are in the big bull market, right? So again, that's just my verdict, guys. Remember, guys, you guys are not direct investors. You guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please click the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.